And here we go for the dire side
On my way.
wording. Let's go and start with the top. So I'm gonna just
Already
blink here
moving.
and show you guys this spot right here
I'm way ahead.
is cool. Also for the dire side. Why? Because if you're laning here, you have vision if enemies start to gank you from here, and you can see if enemy mid heroes coming from here to gank you. So it's pretty cool ward, especially if you chop those two trees with a Grilling Blade or Tangos, so you can have extra vision.
As
So
the
it's pretty
arrow
cool,
flies.
and I recommend that. Also, this one here
On it.
is perfect if you want to see this side of the river and a little deeper in their lane, so you can see if they're standing right over here, or maybe some of them made mistake and standing right over here, and if they don't have a ward right over here, you can gank them really easily and kill him. So it's pretty cool. Don't forget about this ward, it can help you a lot.
Of course.
Let's go and see
As the arrow flies.
the rune spot. The rune spot, basically, if you are dire, don't go here and set the ward. Set the ward from here and set the ward here, so you can see the rune. Especially it's the same thing as the radiant, but just don't stand right here, because when you play dire,
way ahead.
you coming right over here to set the ward, and maybe, just maybe, you will be ganked immediately, like 2 or 3 heroes maybe standing somewhere here and waiting for you to make that mistake. So stand here, go here and set ward here, so there is no way that they can see that. Also, this ward right over here is pretty good, because this ward, as the radiant side, can give you vision of the Asian's camp, the rune, and also this high ground for the enemy team middle. So it's pretty cool ward, if you ask me, and I definitely recommend to put this ward right over here instead of this ward.
On it.
The next one, let's go and talk about the bottom rune.
I gust onwards.
Because the map changed, you can set ward here as a dire,
I go.
but I don't know. I didn't try to set ward here. Maybe
Already
it's good.
moving.
Let me see. So basically, it's not that bad. Maybe it's going to stop the spawning of the neutral creeps right over here. I'm not sure, but they give you this word give you the vision of the rune, so you can see if enemy heroes coming to pick that rune, and you can see a little spot right over here. But of course, the better spot for the rune is definitely here. If you play as a dire, of course,
On it.
you can set the ward here and you will see the rune spot. Just let me click. You will see the rune spot and you will see all this area. So I think, yeah, it definitely is the much better warding spot that this one right over here or this one here. Let's go and talk about this ward right over here. So go right over there and put
As
ward
the arrow
here.
flies.
So what this ward really do is give you superior vision of entire area right over here. Maybe you can set the ward here instead of here. My mistake. So set the ward right over here and you will see the whole jungle right over there. So if they have a jungle and he or she will of course jungle into their forest, you can easily see where he's going to kill the creeps, so you can gank him and kill him. And also if they have a little HP, you can easily see and just go and kill him. So this ward is pretty
I'm
cool.
way ahead.
You can set ward right over here, so go and don't be spotted, just go and stand here and put the ward here. So you can it's the same thing like this ward here for the dire side, but this for the radiant, and it's going to give you a vision behind the tier 1 tower of the radiant bottom, and it's going to give you a vision a little deeper right over here. Without this ward you won't be able to see anything of this, so it's pretty cool. You can see where they're standing behind the tier 1. If you want to push, you can easily see where they're standing, so you can organize better and kill them or whatever is the situation is.
Of course.
This spot right over here,
On it.
like I said, it's only when you lose tier 1 tower, then set this ward and you will be able to see this whole jungle map. So if enemy decides to just stand here and wait for you to go and farm the lane, they can gank you really easily and you will probably die. So this ward is really super awesome
Already
to
moving.
have it. And this is actually a new spot because the map is changed. Of course you don't have a vision of Roshan.
On my way.
There is no way that you can have a vision of Roshan with only
I go.
wards. This one can be okay if you play on mid, because you can see when someone coming to gank you, because now they can go through this forest, go left, go here and gank you through this forest. So if you have this ward here, you will be able to see if they're coming to gank you.
Oh.
So it's pretty cool. Also, let's go right over here.
Already moving.
Also you can set ward here, and this ward can give you vision of the enemy tier 1 and tier 2 tower and the whole lane basically. If you click here, so you can see this area right over here. It's pretty cool. So again, if you want to push tier 1 tower top, you can see where they're standing and you can easily gank or go back or whatever because situation is, yeah. I forgot in the on the radiant side to tell you, when you destroy tier 2 tower, the ward you want to set is right over here, because this ward
Of course.
can give you vision, really badass vision, as you can see, and it's pretty cool when you play as a dire or radiant. If you play as a dire, set this ward when you lose tier 2, and if you play with the radiant, you can always have this rune, because this ward, sorry, gives you the vision of this camp, also a little bit of this camp, so you can see where their jungle is farming, so you can go and kill him. The observer wards last for 7 minutes, just to know.
On it.
And let me see if some people set ward right over here or here, I don't know, yeah, here.
As the arrow flies.
And I recommend this ward only if you play as a radiant team and you want to push tier 2. And if you have this ward, you will see this little forest, and usually when you're pushing the tier 2 and they have like Enigma or Sand King or Tide Hunter, they were probably standing right over here waiting for you to come, and then they will just throw their ultimates on you and they will kill you. So only if they have some of those heroes and you're pushing tier 2, then this ward can do something. Also, this sword right over
I'm
here
way
is
ahead.
pretty cool. As for the Dire and for the Radiant, if you play as a Dire, this sword is for defensive purposes, and if you play as Radiant, this sword is for offensive. You can see the it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool word. You can see this one area. You can see the area right over here is someone coming from here, or from here, or from here. So you have 4 sides basically with this one word. So it's pretty cool, and I recommend that. You can set this word
On it.
in some middle game. It's not that useful in the early game. Maybe, but only maybe, if you don't have wards here, this ward can save you if you play on mid, because some people will gank you through this forest over here, and then they will go behind the tier 1 tower to gank you, or maybe just here. So this ward can help you survive, but there is, I don't know, a ward. You need to have ward.
Already moving.
If you don't have ward here, you need to have ward here, so you are not in trouble. And I think this is pretty good ward. If you play as a Dire, this ward is for defensive purpose, because if you lose tier 1 and you need to defend tier 2 tower, this ward is really useful, because in many cases the enemy will stand right here and wait for you to come to farm this lane, and they will just jump on you and kill you. And also it's giving you a vision of the secret shop and this area right over here.
On it.
So it's cool. You can use this word if you play as a Radiant, then you can set this word, because this word can give you the vision right over here, so you can just plant gank and everything. But if the Dire side have this word here, I think you will not be able to kill them that easily, because they will just see you that you're standing right over here and waiting to gank them.
Of course.
And this is actually a new spot word, and this sword can give you a really nice vision. If you play with the Dark side, place this sword when you lose tier 2 tower, because this sword can give you then vision right over here, this end of this or beginning of this forest, and the entire here forest, and this one. It's really cool ward. But set this ward if you lose tier 2, so you can easily defend tier 3 tower. You can plan the ganks, you can do whatever you want with this ward. This is really cool ward, so I definitely recommend to put him right here. And if you play with a Radiant, this ward can be useful before you destroy tier 2, because you can see where the enemy is exactly standing and waiting for you, so you can easily plan your ganking, pushing, or getting back, whatever you want to do. So okay, that's pretty much it, I think, for the warding. Observed warding, of course. Also, you can just, if you play as a Dire,
As the arrow flies,
you can place ward right over here. So this is the tier 3 tower bottom, and this is the middle tier tower. You want to set ward
on
here,
my way.
so you can see if someone standing right over here, especially if they have Pudge. So Pudge will usually try to hook you. So this ward is pretty cool.
Onwards.
Also, you can set ward here.
On my way.
It gives you the same vision as this one, but on the top middle lanes.
I gust onwards.
If you play as a Dire. No, don't kill me.
My feet fly.
and this one. So if you play as a Radiant, you want to set this ward from here, but if you play as a Dire, you go here and set the ward here.
I go.
And this ward can give you, of course, vision of all these spots right over here. So it's pretty cool, pretty useful.
On it.
And yeah. Also, if you play as a Dire, you can set the ward
On
here.
it.
Why? Because you will see if someone coming from this spot right here or this one. Basically, if you are at Roshan, you will see them if they are coming, because maybe they knew that you are Roshaning at your Roshan, and they can go to this or to this spot right here. It's pretty much in 99% the enemy will come to this one and this one. They can go here, but if you have ward here or here, you will be able to see them from this side, but usually 99% of the time they will come here.
Of course.
To gank you if you are killing Roshan. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I think, for the warding spots. There is a couple of more spots, but I just didn't want to put the wards there because it's not useless, completely useless, but it's bad, and there is a bunch of other spots there much better than those ones, so I'm not going to show that. Just practice and put the wards. If you play support, buy wards, because wards can really help your team to win match easily. You have vision, you know where the enemies are, so it's pretty must have. It's something that you must have in Dota 2. So that's pretty much it. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you have any question, any troubles, just ask me in the comment section below and I will help you and I will answer to you. In the next video I'm going to show you the sentry wards and dewarding spots, and yeah, so thank you one more time for watching. Leave a like, share this video and subscribe if you are new, and I'm going to see you in the next video, so stay awesome, guys. I love you all. Bye bye. Back to your tower and do whatever you want to do next. So yeah, we are Radiant side, so there is a couple of runes in this area right over here.